students. So we are discussing about learning how to measure. Yesterday I discussed about the story of the scale. Okay, and I hope it is very interesting. And we saw what is the important scale we are having for the measurement. And the meter scale we told where it was now and how it was invented, what happened, everything we discussed. Then how do you select a suitable instrument to measure length? How? By this experiment you can understand, no? And if you want to measure the thickness of an eraser, which of the instruments are used is more suitable and why? Sometimes we may need to measure long distances like length and breadth of a school playground. Okay, or agriculture fields, or distance between our house to school, distance between one town to another town, and even longer distances such as those between one country to another country. How can we measure? Can we measure these lengths using instruments as shown in figure 7? If not, how are these distances measured? What instruments are used? Is there any other way to measure very large distances? Only we are using what is that, meters, centimeters and millimeters. As I said, for you 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters and 1 centimeter is correct. So for long distances also, are we using only these meters? Any others are there? Meter is not convenient unit for measuring large distances. We need define a large unit to measure larger distances. Which one we use, you know? We use kilometer. Okay? Kilometer as larger unit of length. 1 kilometer is equal to 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters is the longer distance what we are using. Not only this, we are having the international units also. What are those international units of measurements? Let us see now. International units of measurement. Please note this in your classwork. It is very important. International units of measurements. Still now we talked about the meters. Okay, next centimeters. Next millimeters. Now for longer distance we are talking about kilometers. Still what are those? International units. In that the first one is FPS system. What is this FPS? Here we are going to write length, mass, time. We are going to find out length, mass and time. What is this F means? F means foot. P means pound. S means second. Now, what is the second one is CGS system. This is centimeter, gram, second. Third one, MKS system. Meter, kilogram, second. Now see here, as we said, the kilometer is used for the longest distance. You have to know international units of measurements are FPS, CGS and MKS system. What is FPS? F means foot, P means pound, S means second. Foot, pound, second are called as FPS system. CGS system. CGS means centimeter, gram, second. Then MKS system, meter, kilogram, second. These three are the international units of measurements. These three are the international units of the measurement. Now coming to here, how do we measure? Means our height. How do we measure the height of a classmate? You know that in every school PET will be there, physical trainer. Okay, what he will do? Every year he will take two things. 1 our height, 1 our weight. Whether we are fit or not. We know that in every school a wooden scale like that it will be there, or to wall the measurements will be there. What our PT sir will do? He will ask us to stand here this measurement. We have to stand straight. We should not keep our head down. We have to keep straight, and here he will keep the scale on our head, straight to our head, and ask us to move and check here. You are 157 centimeters. You are 145 centimeters. At this moment, when he is taking accurate reading, that time we should not bend our knees. Okay, we should not put our head down, or we should not move this side or that side. Okay, how we must be to know our exact height? We must just stand straight. We must put our head to this one where the measurements are given. The measurements will be from 0 centimeters to 170 centimeters. Okay, the measurement will be 0 centimeters to 170 centimeters. So we will stand like this, and our PT sir will keep a scale here, and he will ask us to move. Okay, your height is 155 centimeters. Your height is 145 centimeters. According to that, we will know what is our height. So, can we see here what he is going to tell? Ask your classmate to stand with his or her back against a wall. Make a mark on the wall exactly above his or her head. Now measure the distance from the floor to the mark on the wall with a scale. Let all other students measure this length in a similar way. Record your observations in your notebook. Okay? So, you can see here that how to measure you understood. Study careful the measurement reported by different students. Will all the heights be same? No, one will be at 143 centimeters, one will be at 150, one will be at 155 centimeters. Like, do all have the same reading of measurement? No. If not, what could be the reason for the differences? Because of their heights. That heights depends upon their genes. If the parents are height, they also will have height. If not, they will be short. That some of the other reasons, number of reasons will be there. Why some are very tall, why some are very short. So in the above activity, though the measurement was done using a standard scale, result may be close to each other but not exactly equal. It will never be equal. In class 30 members are there or 50 members are there. All the 50 members will not have the same height, same personality, same things will not be present. Not marking the point, the difference in the reading is due to some error in measurement. Not marking the point exactly at the top of the head, not using the meter scale in proper manner. If so, the measures and to measure the length accurately using the standard measuring instrument like meter scale, centimeter and tape, we should take some precautions. When we are using these scales and meter scales and all, we have to take some precautions. What are those? How to measure the length accurately with a meter scale. It was given here, see. In our day-to-day work, we use the wooden and plastic scales to measure the things. It is marked or graduated in centimeter or millimeter. Suppose we are asked to measure the length of a table. You see in figure 9, the three children are trying to measure the length of a table. A, B, C. Okay, now we will take a meter scale. The 0 mark on the scale is made to coincide. For suppose this is the table means. Okay, the person will start keep the meter scale from 0 centimeters here to 15 centimeters. Exactly from 0 centimeters to 15 centimeters. Here person A is standing, person B is standing, person C is standing here and watching and checking the measurement. Whose reading will be correct? The person who is standing at A, his reading will be wrong. The person who is standing at C, his reading will be wrong. The person who is standing at B, his reading will be correct. Why? Because he will be middle of the table and exactly, accurately he can take the measurement. Got the point? Now here what he is telling means we will take a meter scale. The 0 mark on the scale is made to coincide with one end of the table and the reading at the point which is coincide with the other end of the table is taken. Since a meter scale has some thickness, we may make an error. Small minor mistakes can be done if the eye is not correctly positioned. the correct position of the eye. Which is the correct position? The person who is standing at A, is it a correct position? The person who is standing at C, is he correct position? No, the person who is standing exactly in the B position, he can only. Why? Because which is vertically above the end where the reading is to be taken. Got the point? This is the very important thing. And now which answer I am going to give? Write in your classwork. This is a 4 marks answer. This is a 4 marks answer. About what? Precautions to be taken while using a meter scale. What precautions we have to take while using a meter scale? Precautions while using a meter scale. This is very important answer. Always repeats in the exam. Always repeats in the exam. What precautions? First one is the scale should be placed exactly along the length to be measured. Second point. See, very important answer. Write in your classwork, and these 5 points are for 8 marks. Remember that one. The first point is The scale should be placed exactly along the length to be measured. Second one, 0 point on the scale should coincide with the starting point of the length to be measured. Before I told you at the table, 0 to 15 centimeters, exact 0 it must be placed. Our eye must be vertically, means not A, B, C positions I showed, no, not A position, not C position. Where it must be? In B position, vertically to the object which you are measuring. So our eye must be vertically above the point of coincidence of the scale where the measurement is to be taken. Ensure that the ends of the scale are not worn out. The scale should not break the ends. They must be neat and clean. Worn out. Measure the length of an object more than 2 times. Any object what you are taking, you measure it 2 times and then take the average of these measurements for accuracy. So the scale should not break and it should be exactly at the middle, and you must stand vertically to the object and you must take the reading. These 5 points are very, very important. Write in your classwork and learn the remaining. I'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.